Hi guys, welcome back to another Gab's cryptocurrency video where we trade by data and not by hype. And today we are at the second weekly close of our correction. So what should we expect? What should we do? And ano ba ang mangyayari sa following days? Stay tuned to know more. So today abangan natin yung weekly candle close. So as you can see, we are always been checking this weekly chart kasi nga we are bearish if we are below the 21-week EMA. And today, apparently, we're going to close below again of this 21-week EMA. And abangan natin, ano ba yung magiging open niya? Will it be green or will it be red for the weekly close? So we will also take a look at other altcoins today na nag-held strong, especially Cardano, since Cardano is one of the strongest coin in one of these past days. We'll take a look at Ethereum kasi si Ethereum then is also holding strong, especially in the weekly chart. And then we'll take a look at the Bitcoin logarithmic growth curve, some quick update for today, cycle top indicator, and the stock to flow ratio model. So, i-discuss lang din natin yung mga napag-usapan natin the other day. But yeah, mainly, what we'll be wanting to hear is the result of this weekly candle close. So how is everyone, guys? I hope you're doing a good morning. So let's dive into the Bitcoin price short term. So last night, apparently, I mentioned to you guys na everything that's happening within the chart is all just noise. And it's actually true since anything that will happen within this area are basically irrelevant. What matters is if it breaks a certain resistance and support. So the main thing that you should always look first is the support. So right now we created this big support line ever since last week, and this big support line indicates na every time now we're going to get a drop. Let's look at the 1 hour chart. Every time that we're going to get a drop, we're going to be supported by this support area. And as you can see, we are actually indeed getting supported. So ito yung line na lagi nating aabangan. And this is the area in the 4 hour chart. As you can see, that's the area na ating nakikita. So we always get a bounce in this area. And as of now, we are still getting strong in this area. Ano pa ba yung nakikita natin? Previously, meron tayong rising channel which broke down going down to this support area and we are still getting that bounce. Last night, nagkaroon din ng pump. And actually, hindi naman siya ganun kalaki na pump. Kaya if I were you, hahayaan ko lang talaga muna yung movement niya kasi these are all these are all just panic traders buying and selling and moving the Bitcoin price. So there's really nothing that you could do in this area. And also last night, I also plotted this symmetric triangle. I'm not sure if this is a symmetric triangle. It's either a symmetric triangle, it can be a descending triangle, or it can be a bear pennant. So let's try to take into these three situations na pwedeng mangyari within the Bitcoin price. So first things first, if this is a symmetric triangle, we could actually get two possible scenarios. So we calculate the next price action from the top of the triangle up to the bottom, and then ilalagay natin sa possible point of breakout. So if we break to the upside, you would see a 47K Bitcoin. So let's try to put a horizontal line there. If we break to the downside, we could see a 25K Bitcoin. So let's input another horizontal line here. So ito ang mahalaga, guys. So the winners in crypto are all those who know the different scenario, and we should always play by the scenarios at hindi kung ano yung isang movement lang. So we should always understand that. It's all about understanding the different scenarios and preparing for the different scenarios. So, yun yung possible scenario natin for this symmetric triangle if this plays out. Another thing is, pwede din to maging descending triangle. And descending triangle again is a bearish move. And a descending triangle usually goes down. It's actually a continuation pattern. And if that plays out, we could actually also see the same 25K Bitcoin. It's actually 23K, but let's try to be conservative for this moment. So 25K. Same goes with a symmetric triangle, but we could actually get a trend reversal if we get let's say nagkaroon tayo ng massive bull buying volume, we could actually head to the upside if that's the case. But right now, a descending triangle is a bearish move. Ano pa ba isa pa? So we have the two scenarios na nabanggit natin for this movement. The first one is the symmetric triangle. Second scenario is a descending triangle. And the last one is we could actually be seeing a bear pennant. So a bear pennant is something like this. And a bear pennant is the movement for the bear pennant is calculated by this up to a bear flag pala siya to this one which should give us a 13K Bitcoin, which is, let's be realistic. It's highly unlikely to see a 13K Bitcoin, but let's add that to our cards. So yeah, that's our three scenarios: a symmetric triangle, a descending triangle, bear and a bear pennant. So yeah, that's are the three scenarios. So, and then ito yung kailangan nyo take note guys. Kailangan natin tingnan yung 4-hour time frame kasi ito yung nagiging important indicators. Ito yung nagiging important movement ngayon. So, we need to look at the bigger time frame for the time being kasi anything that is happening in the short term are all just noise. This could actually not play out this symmetric triangle na ginawa ko last night kasi ang nagmamatter ngayon ay yung support and resistance areas niya. So, lagyan natin siya ng line dito. So, ito yung tandaan nyo guys. Anything that is happening in this area are all just noise. Kaya hindi ko masyado pinapakialaman or ginagawa ng masyadong TA kasi it's getting irrelevant as the day goes by. So yeah, that's our situation for today. The symmetric triangle, which would take us this movement to around 47K if it plays out. The bearish scenario would give us this movement by going down. Same goes for descending triangle. Descending triangle for 25K. And then here's the bear flag, which would take us to the unrealistic 13K. So yeah, that's are the three scenario. Those are the three scenarios that we should be expecting. Ano pa ba nakikita natin ngayon? So right now in this 4-hour time frame, we are actually seeing this bullish divergence. So a bullish divergence is an indication of a trend reversal. So let's try to do that. So actually hanggang dito lang kasi hanggang dun lang umabot. So ito yung pinakita ko na ng isang video. So it's possible na ito na yung possible bullish divergence natin, but we will have to see what will play out. So yeah, that's the bullish divergence na nangyayari ngayon dito sa chart. And then let's look at the MACD. The MACD is starting to cross, indicating that we could get a possible trend reversal. Ayan no, nagka-cross na tayo sa MACD. Let's look at the hourly. Yeah, the hourly is not much giving any information sa hourly. Kaya right now we should be looking at a bigger time frame kasi tinan mo, these are just all noise. We are actually dropping for the hourly time frame. But yeah, wag ka masyadong mag-panic dyan kasi to be honest, the hourly time frame is not giving us any good information. May it be bullish or bearish. Kasi puro noise siya. Let's look at the 4-hour, ganun din. Sa 4-hour, mas okay siya. Kasi nga, mas clear yung itsura natin. So, we need to look at the longer time frame sa ngayon. Let's try to look at the daily. So, ito na yung kailangan natin tingnan sa daily. So, we have the 200-day moving average. And then the other one is the 50-day moving average. So, ito yung sinasabi nila ngayon na death cross na possible na mangyari. Kasi, sabi nila, if itong yellow line is above the 200-day moving average, we are currently bullish. But if this cross below, that would indicate a bearish move. So sa ngayon, above pa tayo and hindi pa siya nagka-cross. So we have to wait for ilang weeks pa bago malaman natin kung we are indeed getting that cross. But right now, if titingnan natin tong 100 and 220-day moving average, so si 20 and 50 nag-cross na, pero si 100 and 200-day moving average hindi pa nagka-cross. So hindi pa naman siya ganun ka rele though warning na siya, hindi pa naman siya ganun ka-dangerous for the time being. So let's hide those moving averages again. So dito yung kailangan nating abangan. So as you can see, itong 200-day moving average is now acting as a resistance. So possible na pwede tayong mag-resist dyan once na nahabol natin yung moving average na yan. So kailangan nating i-check out sa daily time frame. So if I were you guys, lessen that time muna sa pagtitingin ng chart kasi masyado siyang ngayong slow for the Bitcoin price and as what I said, what's happening are just noise. Meaning, ibig sabihin ng noise, may nakita ko nagtanong kasi, ibig sabihin ng noise, irrelevant yung movement, hindi mahalaga at possible na kahit anong gawin mong TA, hindi magiging okay kasi irrelevant nga yung movement dito kasi puro emotional traders yung nagpapagalaw dito. So, puro pump dump, pump dump, pump dump. So, yun yung possible na mangyari lang within the following days. Actually, yun yung nag-play out ngayon. Puro pump dump lang na nangyayari. Kaya makita mo na gagawa ka ng TA tapos biglang di masusunod kasi nga pump dump pa lang tayo ngayon dito sa ating Bitcoin price. So, ayun yung movement natin ngayon for the short term and the mid term. And as you can see, if we are going to follow the 200 moving average sa hourly time frame, we are still below it. We tested the hourly time frame actually. So we tested it and then we dropped back. Titingnan mo yun. Ayan no. We went above the 50, the 200 moving average. So if I were you guys, don't overthink the short-term movement kasi nga, puro panic traders yan. Kahit anong gawin nyo, it's more likely na hindi matuloy yung TA nyo kasi the fear and greed index has been very strong. So, buksan natin yung fear and greed index para bigyan ko kayo ng idea ano ba yung tinutukoy ko dito. So, ito yung fear and greed index. Sa ngayon, nasa extreme fear tayo. Kita mo 10. So, ibig sabihin yan, nasa lowest point tayo ngayon. So, ang mangyayari ngayon is marami tayong panic traders na magba-buy and sell at magwawala sa ating trade. So, kaya sinasabi ko ngayon dito, lahat to noise talaga kasi panic trading lahat yan. And if you're going to look at the time frame, the last time na nandito tayo sa area na to was during March March 2020, and that was during the coronavirus dump. So let's look back in time for that area. So makita mo, andito tayo ngayon, and then yung coronavirus dump, it was at this area. So let's look at that. Same goes with what happened during that time. Daily time frame to, guys. So andito tayo ngayon sa area na to. Itong area na to. So we are actually playing this second week. So it's possible na if we get this this third week na okay yung movement, we might actually get a higher or uh, good area for the movement. So makita mo puro noise lang siya. Kaya hindi ako masyado nag-expect ng good short-term vola, good short-term movement. So kung titingnan mo din dito sa historical data, tingnan mo yung weekly candle close nun. Hindi naman din siya ganun dramatic increase na nahabol. Na naging V-shape recovery pa din siya. Pero hindi siya ganong ka-perfect kung titingnan mo yung movement natin dito in the smaller time frame kasi puro pump and dump pa din. So kaya if as much as possible, take a look at the longer time frame and avoid the shorter time frame for this moment. I highly discourage short-term trading sa ngayon kasi nga masyado pang volatile and puro panic traders pa yung gumagalaw ng actions natin. So yeah, we have to wait for what will happen in this next candle close. So ang pwede din natin ma-expect naman ngayon sa longer time frame is yung three scenarios na binanggit natin noon. The V-shaped recovery, reaccumulation phase, and the midterm bear market. So sa ngayon, we are playing out either of the three sa ngayon kasi to be honest, we are still very early, so V-shaped recovery is still possible. But if we are getting this strong decline and nag-cross yung sa daily moving average natin ito, pag nag-cross to, we might actually see the reaccumulation phase, meaning ganito yung movement niya. Ulitin natin. We might possibly get this movement na ganyan if we're heading up. Or, yung midterm bear market is ganito. Ulit. Midterm bear market ganito. So, pababa siya. Parang yung nangyari noong 2013 market cycle. So, ito si 2013 market cycle. Ayan. So, how about altcoins po, sir? So, sa ngayon, if I were you, don't invest most of your time into altcoins sa ngayon kasi Bitcoin is currently taking the market. So, just like yung sinasabi natin dati noon, our first rule in altcoins is to always check first the Bitcoin price action. If stable si Bitcoin, saka ka mag altcoins. Sa ngayon, hindi stable si Bitcoin. So, delikado ngayon mag altcoins. I highly suggest sa inyo guys na trade within the top 10 altcoins kasi yung good performing altcoins sila yung tutulong sa inyo. If wala sa top 10 yung altcoins nyo, you might possibly get wrecked kasi nga every time we get a Bitcoin dump, the altcoins would feel the dump twice as hard from Bitcoin. And we actually saw that with different altcoins sa ngayon. Makita mo yung kay LTC, nakita mo rin yung kay Cardano, nakita mo yung kay Ethereum. So, kaya if I were you, stay with the top 10 altcoins. Speaking of altcoins, let's look at the top performing altcoins ngayon na nag-stay strong despite this dump. So one of them actually is Ethereum. So if you're going to look at the weekly time frame and bigyan natin ng logarithmic scale and bull market support band, which is the 21-week EMA, Ethereum is actually holding strong above the 21-week EMA, indicating na we are just retesting the bull market support band. So Ethereum is currently strong against Bitcoin, and we are holding this line above, and we might actually get the next weekly close na above pa din, indicating na we are still in a bull market for Ethereum. Let's try to look at Cardano. So let's look at the logarithmic scale and then 21-week EMA. Above the bull market support band pa din tayo. So we are still bullish pa din for Cardano. And tingnan nyo to guys. At ito yung kailangan nating makita palagi is yung retest ng bull market support band. So para ma-maintain yung bull market natin, kailangan natin ma-move palagi dyan. So, makita mo na nagkaroon din tayo ng phase na nag-test dito sa bull market support band. And ito yung area naman na inaasar ng mga tao na naging stable coin si Cardano. When in fact, it's actually a good reaccumulation phase na dapat nang sundan ni Cardano para mahabol natin yung bull market support band, which we now got and can now pump to the upside. Okay. May nag-comment about Matic. Let's try to look at it at the 21 wiki. So si Matic ngayon healthy pa din siya. So we are actually way above the bull market support band. So it's possible na pwede pa din tayo mag-correct. Actually, delikado na to ngayon for Matic kasi this is overbought. Kailangan natin mahabol to, itong 21-week EMA para ma-maintain yung bull market support band. Kasi kung hindi, if above the bull market support band tayo ng matagal, look what will happen. Pag sobrang tagal tayo hindi nag-touch, malakas yung ramdam ng correction niya. Ito siya. Bumagsak siya dito. Kasi matagal natin siya hindi na-touch. Unlike noong huling market cycle, ilang beses natin na-touch yung bull market support band. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. So, mahalaga talaga na magta-touch dapat tayo sa bull market support band every time na nasa gitna tayo ng bull market. So, yun yung kailangan natin i-check palagi at kailangan gawin ng coin every time na nasa bull market, touching the bull market support band. Ba't po kaya nasa top 10 altcoins pa rin si XRP? 10 years na siyang walang growth. Dahil sa coin market cap. So, kita mo si USDT, mataas kasi yung market cap nila. Kaya, na-maintain pa din yung integrity nila sa top 10 coins. We are bullish the entire month of June. I'm not sure. I don't think so. Kasi, let's try to look at historical data. So, last June, tingnan natin ano nangyari nung last June. Kasi, typically, the summer months for the western part of the world, yung summer area is palagi yung pinakantahimik na area for Bitcoin. So, tingnan mo to. Ito yung month of June up to August. Sobrang tahimik lang ng movement nun. If we're going to look at another year, ito yung start ng summer. So, makita mo na, ito June, August. So, typically, June and summer areas, summer months are yung pinakantahimik na time for the Bitcoin price. Let's look back. Ito, this is another June area. So, expect a weaker or stable or reaccumulation phase Let's look another time frame. Same goes sa area na to. June, July, August. Let's try another this one. June, July, August. And then this one, June, July, August. So, ano yung mapapansin nyo guys? Every time na nasa June, July, August tayo, ito din, June, July, August din to. So, every time na nasa June, July, August tayo, makikita mo na yun yung weakest time for the crypto market. So, we expect a small movement for the Bitcoin price, lower ROI, lower returns, and this would indicate na this season is more of a reaccumulation phase. And if I were you, I would take this time to buy in more and take take this time as an opportunity para makapag-invest more dito sa iba't ibang coins, especially Bitcoin kasi nga yun yung dapat na hinabol natin. So, expect a smaller or weaker time frame for the month of June, July, and August. Kasi nga, if historical data is any indication, these times are the lowest returns of the year. So yeah, lowest ret June, July, August are the lowest returns of the year. You can see that in the 2020 data, 2020, 2019. You can also find that in this 2018 market. So tanggalin natin lang to. You could also see that 2017, 2016, 2015, 2014, and 2013, June, July, August are the weakest months of the year, the lowest return for the crypto market. TA44 Cardano nabanggit ko na, so scroll back na lang sa video. Okay lang po ba sir mag-take profit sa mga altcoins like Cardano since wabalik din pababa values nila? No. Uh, Depende sa altcoins actually pala. If on top 10 coins mo, if nasa top 10 coin ka naman, I suggest not. Kasi nga 'di ba, sinasabi ko sa inyo, nasa bull market pa din itong lahat ng mga altcoins natin. So, ayan o, si Ethereum above the bull market support band. Cardano above the bull market support band. Si Matic above the market support band. So, before you do anything na pagsisisihan nyo, always look at the longer time frame kasi nga, yung smaller time frame is just, magpapanik ka talaga kasi nasa shorter time frame lang yan. So, always look at the longer time frame. Ayan no, pag sa shorter time frame, makita mo, magpapanik ka talaga dyan kasi downtrend. Pero, pag titingnan mo yung longer time frame, healthy correction lang siya kasi nga, kailangan natin bumalik palagi sa bull market support band. Pero kung yari, wala ka sa top 10 coins at delikado na yung price action mo, what I would suggest is move into Bitcoin or different top altcoins. Kung ako sa inyo, mag-ingat lang kayo sa altcoins. Kung wala ka pa nabibiling altcoins, I highly suggest wag muna at mag-stay ka muna sa Bitcoin. Or Bitcoin and Ethereum, isang altcoin. Pero if may altcoin ka na, i-hodl mo muna position mo if nasa top 10 ka. Pero if hindi, mag-stay ka muna ngayon sa Bitcoin if hindi ka pa naman nag-altcoin. So sa 1 week time frame ka ba naka-base? Sa ngayon, yes. Kasi, tandaan yung sinabi ko last week, guys. Anything that is happening within the short term are all just noise. Ito nangyayari ngayon. Panic traders lang lahat yan. So, pag nag-trade ka dyan, delikado kasi hindi masyado nagana ang mga TA ngayon dahil mataas ang ating fear, extreme fear. So, magpa-panic buy, panic buy, panic sell, panic buy. So, makakita ka ng pump dump within the following days. So mahihirapan ka talaga mag-move into the market. Sige, try natin tingnan din yung magiging possible movement for Cardano. So, actually, yun lang talaga eh. Yung bull market support band lang eh. We have this support and resistance na kailangan yung abangan. So, we should expect a higher return, a higher movement for Cardano in the longer time frame. Look at this in the 4-hour time frame. Meron din tayong, siguro you could make this case. Ito yung movement for Cardano. May symmetric triangle. Pero I doubt na this would play out. Pero if it indeed plays out, kailangan yung abangan na ang possible price niya if we break to the upside is this one, around $2.37, which would give us back to the all-time high, which is ideal naman, tama naman. Or if not, we would go back down to 0.78, which is very unlikely kasi nga guys, nasa bull market support band pa din tayo kay Cardano. So very strong pa din yung integrity ng bull market. So let's try to look back at Bitcoin. Tingnan natin yung shorter time frame. So we are still holding strong with this support line na ginawa ko last week and fina-follow pa natin since last week. So sa ngayon, everything seems normal for the market kasi nga ang mahalaga lang dyan is mag-hold tayo sa bull market support band. Si BNB nag-drop below. So, as long as we close within this bull market support band, we are still healthy. Let's try to look at LTC. Actually, ang ganda ng correction ng LTC, oh. Pwede ka makahabol dyan ngayon kasi we are still below and once nag-pump si Bitcoin, for sure mahabol niya pa yan, of course. So, for me, ito may LTC din ako, hindi ko siya i-sell, i-hold ko pa din siya. Will you sell your Cardano when it reached 2.5 profit? Actually, nag-sell na ako ng Cardano. Kung fina-follow niyo yung mga posts ko before, ang selling point ko kay Cardano was this $2 area. Nung na-reach na yan, nag-take profit na ako, nag-capital out na ako. And ngayon, nag-re-entry ako ng Cardano dito. So if you've been following my posts dun sa Facebook group, Telegram, Twitter, and Discord, I highly suggest na tingnan nyo yon. Kasi yun yung mga ginagawa ko dun, sinasabi ko dun yung mga trades ko. So if I were you, if hindi nyo pa napafollow yung Facebook, Telegram, Twitter, Discord group natin, link is in the description below. So always take into consideration din yung mga trades ko just in case malay mo may maitulong sa inyo. So, kaya mahalaga na tingnan din natin yung iba't ibang longer time frames kasi yun yung magiging sagot sa magiging movement natin. So, ayun. Ang healthy pa nga nitong Cardano eh kasi tingnan mo. Na-follow natin yung symmetric triangle na ito yung sinasabi nilang pump dump daw si Cardano, which is hindi naman kasi itong ascending triangle is actually a reaccumulation phase for Cardano which took us around 3 months if you notice this 3 months time pump dump kay Cardano. So I expect the same movement for Bitcoin na magpa-pump dump tayo for 3 months. Let's try to look at Ethereum naman since natingnan natin ngayon Cardano, natingnan natin si Bitcoin. Let's try to look at Ethereum. So kung tutuusin, Ethereum is holding strong against Bitcoin pa din kasi yun nga, weekly time frame, above the bull market support band pa din tayo. And in a shorter time frame, same goes dun sa sinabi ko kanina, mahirap mag-TA. Pero sa ngayon, nakakita tayo ng possible ascending triangle if follow natin siya. Pero I highly doubt na this would play out kasi nga Bitcoin is still taking in the scene. So, ito yung ascending triangle natin. So, this movement, if this plays out, would take us around $3,900, which is yung previous movement natin. Pero, I doubt na this will play kasi nga, yung nangyari dito are just noise. And, yung mga nangyaring noise, other coins will follow with those noise na nangyayari dito sa kay Bitcoin. Sir, when is the best re-entry for Cardano? Nagpanic sila ako noong correction. The, an- the, the question should not be when. The question should be at what price and paano ba dapat. Kasi, tandaan nyo guys, crypto market is not a time-based. Hindi siya solely time-based na dapat mag-sell ka kung ganito oras, magbabay ka pag umabot sa gantong day. Hindi ganun guys. Ang crypto market is all about finding your best strategy for the re-entry and exit strategy. So if you have seen my video entry and exit strategy, pwede nyo siya tingnan guys. Doon ko sinasabi ko ano ba yung best or for me sa situation ko, swing trading and huddle position. Yun yung ginagamit kong strategy. So sa Cardano, always practice dollar cost average kasi nga hindi mo madedetermine kung kailan ba yung possible dump or pump ng isang action ni coin. So, if I were you, try to dollar cost average your position. So, kunyari, kay Cardano, bigyan ko kayo na isang example ngayon sa dollar cost average. Pero may video ako guys dito sa YouTube regarding dollar cost averaging. So, if you haven't seen that, take a look at that kasi yun yung best way of entering a trade for me. And siguro sa ibang sa halos all YouTubers are following DCA strategy. So if I were you, follow that. So if I were you, kunyari meron kang 3,000 pesos, hatiin mo si 3,000 pesos into three different position. So yung first 3,000 mo, yung first 1K mo sa 3,000, i-buy mo na ngayon. So 1,000, nakabuy na. Yung second 1,000 mo, iset mo dito sa support level na to para if ever na bumagsak, mababa yung ano mo, yung isang 1K mo. And then yung natitirang 1,000, iset mo pa sa lower support. So, to conclude, meron tayong 1,000 na nabuy mo na ngayon, isa pang 1,000 na buy mo sa support level, and yung last 1,000, if ever na bumagsak pa, may position ka dun. So, bakit ba tayo nag-aabang ng ganong dip palagi or mga dollar cost average position? Kasi hindi tayo sure kung ano yung magiging movement ng coin. So, let's say bumagsak si coin, tapos na-buy mo to. Tapos it turns out hindi na pala bumagsak. Eh di na pag-iwanan ka ngayon kasi let's say nag-all-in ka dito sa baba tapos hindi umabot. Wala kang position ngayon. So, pag-isihan mo yung ganong position, yung ganong move. So, if I were you, always dollar cost average. So, what if nag-buy ka lang sa isang area kahit bumagsak siya, tapos bumagsak pa, pero sa isang area ka lang nag-buy, hindi mo nasulit yung compounding profits na pwede mo makuha. So, kaya ka nagda-dollar cost average per level para makuha mo yung possible position at may entry ka. So, let's say kahit bumunta lang siya dyan tapos hindi umabot dito, at least may entry ka pa din ito sa coin. So, yun yung halaga ng dollar cost average. So, i-remove lang natin siya and then balikan natin si Bitcoin kasi 747 na. Malapit na yung weekly candle close. And as you can see, mukhang magka-close tayo ng green ngayon dito kay second week ng correction natin. So that's also good kasi kung titingnan mo, green din tayo noon dito kay nung nag-coronavirus dump. What if sir nakapag-buy na ako ng isang altcoin at a high price? Then sa ngayon, from my capital naging half na lang. Okay lang ba na i-transfer ko siya ngayon kay Bitcoin kahit nalugi pa ng 50%? Meron din tayong tinatawag na dollar cost averaging out. Pero before we head into that, ang unang tanong dyan is, yung altcoin mo ba nasa top 10 coin or hindi? Kasi if oo, it would indicate na that coin will still perform good in the longer time frame. So mare-recover niya pa yan kasi once nag-head up si Bitcoin dito, tapos top 10 yung coin mo, mahatak yung coin mo dito sa taas. So, in that case, pag nag-sell ka ngayon, lugi ka ngayon kasi hindi mo na na-consider yung possible pump niya pa. Ang top 10 altcoins ay sila yung good performing coins. Kaya nga sila nasa top 10 kasi it it means na sila yung magiging good performing coin for this bull market. So if I were you, if nasa top 10 coin siya, wag mo nang galawin, hayaan mo na lang siya. Pero if let's say hindi siya top 10 coin or not a good performing coin, I would dollar cost average out. So let's try to use Ethereum for an example. Let's say, although good coin si Ethereum, bigyan ko lang kayo ng isang example na kunyari hindi good coin siya, bumagsak siya ngayon dito. What I would suggest is, hatiin mo yung pera mo into two, and then, yung first half, i-transfer mo na kay Bitcoin, and then yung second half naman, hayaan mo lang sa altcoin na yan para hintayin mo muna siya mag-pump back. So, para maibalik mo yung nawala mo doon. So, at this point, nakatlos mo yung kalahati, at the same time, meron ka pating kalahati na maiibalik mo. Ang purpose mo lang naman ng cut loss is para ma-enter ka ng ibang opportunities na possible na ma-miss out mo. So, cut loss sa kalahati would give you an opportunity to go back to other opportunities. At the same time, yung natitirang 50%, pwede mo pa rin siya maibalik para makuha mo yung returns na kailangan mo. So, risk management yun for cut loss. Kalahati lang muna, dollar cost average out. So, hatiin mo siya and then paunti-unti yung pagtanggal mo. Kasi nga, ang mahalaga is we should always take into consideration different scenarios by dollar cost average. So, paunti-unti lang dapat in entry and exiting. And if you haven't seen my entry and exit strategy using dollar cost average, meron akong exit and strategy video dito sa YouTube. You should also check that out para mabigyan kayo ng tulong on how should you enter and exit each and every movement for your coins. So what coins sa tingin mo unang magde-decouple kay Bitcoin? Feeling ko kasi si ETH or Cardano. Actually, yun din yung ano ko, uh, analysis ko. Kasi kung titingnan mo si Ethereum to Bitcoin chart, let's try to look at this at the daily time frame. Sa ngayon, naka-decouple mode si Ethereum. So sa ngayon, nahatak lang siya ito. Makikita mo na may konting noise dito. Nahatak lang siya dahil kay Bitcoin. Pero kung titingnan mo, Ethereum has already gone off from Bitcoin. Kasi nga, ang healthy niya na ngayon, oh. Sadyang nagkaroon lang ng correction sa Bitcoin, so nahatak siya. And we could actually see this within July to August. And let's try to look at Cardano naman. Cardano against Bitcoin. And then kung titingnan mo tong weekly time frame ni Cardano or daily, yung kanyang movement ngayon is against Bitcoin is very strong. Tingnan nyo to guys. Ngayon, na-break natin yung resistance, itong Fibonacci resistance ni Cardano against Bitcoin. And pumping si Cardano actually, nagde-decouple na siya. Ang problem nga lang, nakakuha tayo ng, nagstay tayo dito sa area na to. It's possible na nag-reject tayo dahil Fibonacci resistance. Or the other thing is, yun nga, si Bitcoin. So sa ngayon, Ethereum and Cardano are both the coins that are healthy against Bitcoin. So, yun yung abangan nyo guys. So 8 a.m. tomorrow din ba monthly close? Yup, correct. Gano'n po katagal bago bumalik ulit ang ETH sa 4,300 price? As what I've been saying, hindi time-based to, pero if history is any indication, ang July to August, would indicate na mag-stay tayo sa isang time. Tingnan natin si Ethereum. Tingnan natin yung price action niya nun. Si Ethereum nung time na yon, July to August, nagstay lang sa isang price. Same goes noong 2019. Ito siya. Actually, weaker return si Ethereum every time na sa July to August tayo. Ito, July to August. Ito, another July to August. July to August. So, if history is any indication, July to August is a weaker movement. Hindi lang kay Ethereum, hindi lang kay Bitcoin, but for all coins, crypto market in general. So, if I were you, July to August, take that time to reaccumulate more coins. Once nag-all-time high si Bitcoin, convert na kami altcoins to Bitcoin. Yup, as much as, hindi naman lahat. Siguro take take out portion lang para masabay siya sa pump ni Bitcoin. Kasi pag nag-pump si Bitcoin, mahatak lahat ng altcoins. So abangan natin to ngayon kasi magkakaroon na tayo ng weekly candle close within 5 minutes. And titignan natin yung price action natin. So if I have the same capital for Bitcoin and top 10 altcoins, pagdating na end of the bull market, kanina mas malaki ang profit? Hindi natin siya masasabi, to be honest. Kasi may situation na nangyari na in Bitcoin dominance, ito yung sinasabi ko sa inyo, BTCD. Let's say, ang nangyari sa Bitcoin dominance is, linisin natin siya ng konti. Let's say sa Bitcoin dominance, instead na umakyat siya, instead na bumagsak siya, which is good for altcoins, naging ganito si Bitcoin dominance. Pag gumanyan si Bitcoin dominance, it will indicate altcoins will perform bad against Bitcoin. They will bleed against Bitcoin. So, ibig sabihin nun, ang pump ni Bitcoin is ganito, ang pump ni altcoins is ganyan. Pag umakit si Bitcoin dominance. So, ibig sabihin nun, mas lower ang returns mo kay altcoins. In that case, you should invest more in Bitcoin in this time pag tumaas ang Bitcoin dominance during the pump. Kasi nga, mas malaki makukuha mong returns ngayon kay Bitcoin. So, mas malaki ang gain mo ngayon kay Bitcoin other than altcoins. So, you should always follow the Bitcoin dominance first before going into any trade sa altcoins. So, mukhang vacation mode tayo ngayon guys kay crypto market within June to July. June, July, and August. So if I were you, siguro skip in lang lahat ng altcoins na kung top 10 sa ka-Bitcoin naman. Hayaan mo lang siya mag chill out kasi nga July to August are generally cool off months ng crypto market. So, take if I were you, I would think of it more of an opportunity kesa sa negative movement. Kasi nga, it's actually giving us more time to cool down, regroup, at tingnan na we are still we still have the time to take in and makahabol pa sa possible pumps niya pa. So, a reaccumulation phase is also good kasi nga makakapag-rest tayo ng saglit, makakapagkuha pa tayo ng more capital para makapag-ipon pa. How is the Bitcoin dominance correlated to sa mga top 10 altcoins? As what I keep on saying, Bitcoin dominance, pag tumaas si Bitcoin dominance, it would indicate Bitcoin will pump or it will remain healthy. All altcoins, including the top 10, would move like this. Magbe-bleed siya against Bitcoin. Pero let's say nag-dump si Bitcoin tapos pataas si dominance, nag-dump si Bitcoin. Let's say nag-dump si Bitcoin ganyan. Ang altcoins ganito ang dump niya pag pataas ang dominance. So kaya delikado si Bitcoin dominance. Kailangan nyo i-check siya bago kayo mag-altcoins. Kaya ramdam nyo 'di ba yung dump ni altcoins mas malakas dahil tumaas si Bitcoin dominance. Pero let's say bumagsak si Bitcoin dominance. Ano ba yung scenarios niya? Pag nag-pump si Bitcoin, tapos bagsak ang dominance, ang pop ni altcoins is ganito. So, yun yung kailangan nyo tingnan. Pero let's say nag-dump si Bitcoin, tapos pababa yung dominance, ang, ang dump ni altcoins is pa ganyan, mas onte. So, ganun yung kailangan nyo abangan for the Bitcoin dominance. Kaya mahalaga si Bitcoin dominance. So, this is all altcoins, guys. Hindi lang siya for the top 10 or other than the top 10, yung mga shitcoins or meme coins. Kailangan nyo i-take into consideration siya. And mukhang nag-open na yung next candle close natin. Nag 8 o'clock na. So, let's try to look at this time frame. Opportunity to buy na po, 'di ba? July to August. Of course. Pero dollar cost average para masulit mo yung every possible re-entry. So, we are actually going down ngayon dito kay weekly candle close. Let's try to look at the 1 minute time frame. So ngayon, we are actually dumping for the weekly candle close for the 1 minute. Pero tingnan din natin kasi this is very early. And ako, hayaan ko lang sila mag-panic kasi as what we keep on saying, masyadong mataas ngayon ang emotions, extreme fear. So maraming panic traders na ngayon ang nagmo-move ng short-term movement natin. So hayaan ko sila mag-panic. Yung mga nagwawala ngayon sa Facebook na, oh no, na-liquidate ako. Ano ba nangyari? Ganun. Tapos sasabihin, hindi naman gumagana yung TA mo. Ganun. Kasi nga, marami ngayon panic traders nagbo-move na market. Kita mo, oh, ayun na nagpa-panic ngayon sila. So hayaan mo silang gumalaw diyan. Kita mo, oh, extreme fear tayo ngayon. Tingnan mo si 7 days. Bagsak na bagsak tayo. 1 month. Ayan. And then, kung titingnan mo si 1 hour, puro noise lang siya. Pero, if you're going to look at this at a longer time frame, we are staying within this area lang naman. So, these are just all noise. So, if I were you, huwag kayo masyadong mag-trade ngayon kasi puro panic traders yan. Lalo lang kayo magwawala dyan. At especially if nag-features ka pa niyan, delikado. Pero ikaw, if high risk din naman, so high returns din ang pwede mo makuha if pwede kayong, if risky kayo, pero if experienced trader kayo, dun ka lang siguro mag-trade ngayon sa short term. Pero sa ngayon, puro experienced traders pa lang yung nangyayari ngayon. So, hayaan nyo lang sila muna mag-panic dyan. Tinan mo, papanic sila ngayon, no? Tandaan nyo, guys, yung mga whales, gusto nila nagpapanik yung mga tao kasi sila yung nagpapagalaw ng price ng coins. For this extreme fear often means more dump coming. Extreme fear means more pump and dump. So, kita mo yung nangyari ngayon, oh. I-correlate natin siya. So, this is the price of Bitcoin for the past month. Bumagsak siya, and then nung bumagsak siya, nakita mo, sobrang gulo ng movement niya dito. Sobrang ganyan na siya for the past month. If you will correlate that with the crypto fear and greed index, nung bumagsak siya, nung naging sobrang fearful na ng mga tao, nagkaroon na siya ng noise. Nagpapanik na yung mga tao mag-buy and sell. So, ika-correlate mo siya, itong area na to is itong area na to. So, if I were you, hayaan nyo muna sila mag-panic. And yes, it means more pump and dump. Kaya, hayaan nyo muna sila. At the end of the day, sila yung tutulong sa atin para mag-move yung market. So, gusto natin yung mga panic traders gumalaw kasi sila yung gagalaw ng pera para sa atin at hindi tayo. So, if I were you, ang position mo lang, buy lang and hodl and let the panic traders do the movement. Tingnan nyo, nag-panic trade sila, ngayon nababawi na ulit yung price. Kita nyo? Kaya hayaan nyo lang sila mag-panic buy and sell. Kita nyo, nag-sell off sila nung nag-open yung market. Kita nyo, ayun no. Ang dami nagpa-panic buy ngayon. Panic sell kanina nung first few minutes. Panic buy na sila ngayon. Kaya nakakatawa manood ng panic traders, no? Yung emotions nila yung naglalaro ng crypto habang tayo hinayaan lang natin sila. Bahala sila gumalaw dyan. Sobrang indecisive ng market, no? Ayun, no? Tingnan mo siya. Naging green na tuloy ngayon yan sa ano. Sa weekly candle open natin. Kaya hayaan nyo lang sila. So if yung greed naman, pag extreme greed naman, makikita mo naman siya dito sa ito, extreme greed. Yan. Yung extreme greed na yan, makikita mo na puro pump. As in, mega pump lahat yung mga coins. Makikita mo magpa-pump si Ethereum, Cardano, lahat ng altcoins. Tapos yung mga small cap coins. Grabe yung mga pump ng mga small cap coins kasi nga extreme greed. Sobrang magpapasok sila lahat ng pera. Sabihin nila, this will pump, this will pump, this will pump. So, lahat ng mga coins magpa-pump. Lahat yung mga small cap coins, hahabulin nila yun. Shit coins will join into the market tapos sasabihin nila na, ay, itong shitcoin na to magpa-pump to. Sumali na kayo habang di pa nagpa-pump. Yun yung extreme greed. Makita mo mangyayari yun sa mga Facebook group, Twitter, Reddit. Siguro, nakakita na kayo nun if newbie kayo. Mapapansin nyo na ilang beses nangyayari yun sa iba't ibang altcoins and meme coins. Sabihin nila, oh, ito sure pump to. That's extreme greed. And ngayon, nag-over leverage ngayon yung extreme greed natin. Dahil nag-over leverage, tingnan mo yung nangyari. Umabot tayo ng around 67 to 95 extreme greed. And then, ayan, bumagsak tayo ngayon dahil dun sa extreme leverage na yun ng mga tao. Sa TikTok, madami. True. And we are actually getting, so first 7 minutes, we are getting this green candle for the hourly, green candle for the 4 hours, hourly 4 hours, green candle for the daily, and especially green candle for the weekly time frame. So this is good. It would start a V-shaped recovery pero it's very too early to tell pa din. Pero I actually want the scenario 2 to happen. Scenario 2 is yung reaccumulation phase para makapag-ipon pa tayo ng madami. So that's the power of technical analysis. Hindi mo alam yung fear and greed, siguro ma-auto ka na dun sa mga tao na sell na kayo, babagsak na si Bitcoin, sell na kayo, abot ng 20K. So may chance pa ba na makabalik ng 31K ngayon? Yep, may chance pa din for this week. Abang-abang nyo lang guys, mag-set lang kayo ng DCA strategy. Kasi nga, very uncertain yung market. Tapos let's say, dahil sa nag-panic sell yung mga tao, bumagsak bigla ng 31K, at least nakapasok ka ng posisyon. So, hayaan nyo lang sila mag-panic. Mag-dollar cost average lang kayo at every position. At I guarantee you guys, hindi kayo mawawalan ng possible position at any scenarios. 1 day time frame na cross na yung MACD, kailangan niya mag-close muna. Ayun o. Nag-cross siya, pero kailangan niya muna mag-close bago i-confirm yan. Good, good sign yun, pero hindi pa siya nagka-close around. Siguro, next 3 days pa natin bago malaman yun. And then guys, ito din yung isa din tingnan nyo. Every first day of the month has been a pump for the crypto market. Tingnan natin si Ethereum to USD. And let's look at daily time frame. Tingnan nyo to guys. Kaya mahalaga abangan yung monthly candle close dahil dito. And magugulat kayo dito. Look at this. May 1, nag-pump tayo. So May 1, nag-pump tayo for Ethereum. So ilan ba yung pump natin nun? So pump 50% for May 1. April 1, nag-pump din tayo kay Ethereum. 32% despite of having a correction, pati kay May 1 despite na correction na siya. March 1, pump din kay Ethereum 37. February 1, pump din kay Ethereum 59%. And January 1, pump tayo kay Ethereum 87%. So what does this mean? Every monthly close and monthly open, nagiging good sign for Ethereum. So yun yung nangyari for the past 6 months, but we should wait for what will happen with the June kasi nga, as what we have mentioned earlier, the June to August months or the summer months for the Bitcoin, for the crypto market ay nagiging tahimik for all coins. As you can see, ito, June to July, August, tahimik, tahimik, tahimik. So, kailangan natin silang abangan kung ano yung magiging possible movement. Same goes with Ethereum, June to July, August. Mahina yung returns na kukuha natin. So, we have to check what will happen at June 1. Kaya kailangan natin sila abangan, especially tomorrow sa ating monthly candle close. So, we are getting this green candle and hayaan natin yung mga panic traders mag-buy. So, let's try to look at the Ethereum bull market support band sa ngayon. And look, guys, ang healthy ng Ethereum. We are above the bull market support band. Let's look at Cardano. Cardano is above the bull market support band. This is very healthy for all of the coins. So if you guys find this video informative, please give this video a like. Don't forget to give this video a like, share it to your friends, to your families. Yun lang yung hiningi namin. LTC is about to go back to this area. Polkadot. Let's try to look at the weekly time frame. And then let's try to look at the bull market support band. Medyo malayo pa, so we have to go back to the bull market support band kay Polkadot. Yeah, but generally speaking, good movement tayo ngayon kay market, especially dito sa shorter time frame. We are pumping for the coin. And ayan, nagpa-panic buy, panic sell pa sila ngayon. Hayaan nyo sila mag-panic, guys. XRP. Sige, check natin ngayon si XRP. Ano ba yung movement ngayon ni XRP? Generally, susunod lang si XRP sa movement ni Bitcoin, of course. So let's try to look 1 week and then the bull market support band. Healthy pa din si XRP sa ngayon above the bull market support band. So expect a strong XRP sa ngayon. Pero grabe yung dump niya ah. If titingnan mo dump ni XRP, wow. 62% pala yun. Halos mo durog-durog pera mo dyan sa XRP. Ano ba kay Cardano? Cardano was around 55. Ethereum, in dump ni Ethereum. Ang laki din ng kay Ethereum ah. 60%. BNB. Kay BNB, ang laki din, 69%. Medyo nag-chill out yung mga, ano ngayon, yung Bitcoin price, yung panic traders. Once nanalo si XRP sa SEC law nila, SEC law, suit. Sure pump ba si XRP? Tama pa ba? No. Tandaan nyo yung mga news na nangyayari within the crypto market. That will only happen for the short term. Kahit anong balita yan, short term lang siya. Susunod pa din siya sa price movement ni Bitcoin. So, yung mga news, although magpo-pump sila, of course, they will pump. Meron din tinatawag na buy the rumor, sell the news. So, pag nag-sell the news yan, magsa-sell off lahat yung mga tao, katulad yung nangyari kay Dogecoin. So, dapat, if I were you guys, during the development ng price action ng news, doon kayo dapat, yung during na may speculation, dapat doon kayo magbabuy. And then mag-sell kayo pag lumabas na yung news. Kasi yun yung concept na buy the news, buy the rumor, sell the news. Mararecommend mo ba yung mga meme coins like Shiba and Kishu? If experienced trader ka, doon ko mararecommend yung mga meme coins. Kasi, syempre, laki din ng mga profit ng meme coins. Pero, if experienced trader ka, guys, if hindi ka experienced trader, avoid ka muna dyan kasi, let's be honest, ang mga nag-meme coin is yung may mga pera na kaya mong wala. So, if wala kang ganung pera, wag ka mag-meme coin. Kasi nakita ko na ang daming mga tao nag-i-invest sa meme coin. That's not an investment if let's say ibabato mo yung buong holdings mo doon, buong portfolio mo. No. Kasi nga meme coins are for fun and experienced trader siya. So yung mga kaya mawala lang. So kaya mo magsugal doon ng malaking pera. Doon ka mag-meme coin. Pero kung may extra kang pera, of course you could try investing in meme coins pero yeah, if may extra ka lang, may bet ka din ba? Meron pero parang 1% lang ng portfolio ko yun. Sobrang liit lang. Hindi kasi siya, wala kasi siya sa top 10 pero good performing coin naman siya. Kaya okay lang naman. Grabe yung mga ano no, yung panic traders ngayon. Kita mo yung movement nila dito eh no. Biglang pump, biglang dump. Ang laki ng movement nila. Kaya huwag kayo masyadong gumalaw sa short term at huwag niyo masyadong tingnan yung smaller time frame kung ayaw niyo mag-ano. Kasi magpapanik ka talaga dyan. Ngayon red na yung weekly candle pag ganyan. Siguro let's end the live in 5 minutes kasi yun din naman halos siya. So, kailangan natin bukas balikan to kung ano yung magiging movement niya for the monthly close. So, let's try to look at the monthly candle. So, kita mo, ito yung monthly candle ngayon. So, tingnan natin din kung susundan niya ba yung mga actions noong June to July, August na movement ng summer months. Kung same ba yung actions niya. So, hopefully, we'll check back tomorrow. We'll try to do a live kung ano ba yung mangyayari within the monthly open and monthly candle close. BNB, of course, BNB will still be healthy in the long term kasi nga, BNB is replicating the 2020, the 2017 market cycle ni Ethereum. So, tingnan natin siya. Ethereum to USD. Just taking some time to load lang. Try to reload. Ito, diba, Ethereum to USD. Let's compare this with BNB to USD. Then logarithmic growth curve. Logarithmic growth. Tingnan nyo guys. Si BNB, fina-follow nyo yung market cycle ni Ethereum ng previous year. So, kita mo, first cycle niya, finalo niya yung first cycle ni Ethereum. And then, ito na ngayon si BNB, malapit tayo sa peak niya. Si BNB nandito ngayon sa around $369 area, which is almost the same kay Ethereum noon. And we might possibly see a movement for BNB at around 1.4K. So makikita nyo na kayang-kaya pa ni BNB mag 1.4K within this market cycle. If i-follow natin if i-correlate natin yung historical data ni Ethereum and makipapansin mo yung correlation niya is almost the same yung movement niya kay Ethereum. So BNB is just one market cycle behind Ethereum. Meanwhile, Ethereum is one market cycle behind Bitcoin. So that's why if ititingnan mo si top market cap coins, coin market cap, andyan si BNB kasi kasunod lang siya. Oh, actually, na-overtake nga ni Cardano yung BNB. Ngayon ko lang 'to nakita. Halos isang trillion lang yung pinagkaiba oh. And let's dive into other charts lang just to give you some confidence. Stock to flow ratio model, pag yellow, ibig sabihin nasa halfway tayo ng market cycle. Yellow. Yellow ngayon, so ibig sabihin halfway pa tayo ng market cycle. Green would indicate na ending na yon dahil yun yung usual average ng end ng halving or end ng market cycle. So ngayon nasa yellow tayo. So halfway tayo ng market cycle. So logarithmic growth curve, pag nasa baba ka or nasa gitna ng line ng ating Fibonacci deviation, ibig sabihin halfway tayo ng market cycle. So ngayon below the halfway line tayo and currently nasa bull market pa tayo for the long term. That would indicate na halfway pa lang tayo ng market cycle for Bitcoin. And yeah, I think that's it. Now we should follow. Let's take a last look for Bitcoin before we end this video. So we are currently getting this red candle, but this still can change dahil nga start pa lang ng week and a lot can happen, especially tomorrow sa monthly open natin. So if I were you guys, take a step back, relax, and take this long correction period as an opportunity rather than a despair or period. Remember, Ang daming tao nagsasabi dati na sana nabili ko si Bitcoin noong mura. And now you have the chance. I hope you take this opportunity. And if hindi kayo bumili, wag niyo sabihin in the future na sana nabili ko siya ng mura kasi you guys had the opportunity today. If you find this video informative and useful, please give this video a like. And if you want to see more videos like this, subscribe for more. If you want to follow more of our contents like this, you could follow our you could follow our Twitter, Telegram, and Facebook and Discord group. And subscribe for more, guys. I'll be ending this video in a few minutes. Let's take one last look before we end this video. Kita mo nagpa-panic sell sila ngayon. Hayaan nyo lang sila kung ako sa iyo. So, let the panic traders do their thing. Hayaan nyo sila mag-trade. Sa ngayon, ang only position ko lang is buy and hodl. Kasi nga, these are just all noise. Kahit bumagsak pa siya dito sa 30k or lower, noise lang siya. Kasi, remember, Bitcoin is long-term bullish. So, anything that you buy in here will still go up for sure. One last look dito kay Bitcoin to USD before we end. So yeah, if you find this video informative, please give this video a like and we'll end the stream. So, ayun guys. Bye-bye for now.